Hello. Oh god, the lighting's weird here. So, hello and welcome to yet another vlog. I don't know what the sound's going to be like, but yeah, hello. So welcome to London's Leicester Square. I thought I'd do another vlog just to sort of, I guess, chronicle why I'm going to be away for like 10 days. So, oh god, it's so warm. It's so warm. So, today till, when was it? Tuesday is London's Frightfest. So, this is a horror film festival that I'm volunteering at. And to be honest, I'll film a little bit of that just to show you guys what the festival's like, what it's like sort of during busy times and stuff. Oh my gosh, shade finally. Just to show you sort of what it's going to be like during the busy time. It does start tomorrow, but not till late afternoon, so it'll be a bit quieter, so maybe I'll film a bit of that, and then film some stuff when it's a bit busier. But yeah, I am not used to walking around talking like this. I'm not used to it at all, but I thought it would be just a fun thing to do, like a vlog on everything that I'm doing for the next 10 days. So I've got Frightfest until Tuesday, and then I'm going up to Birmingham and I'm going to be meeting my friend DolphinTreasureArt for the first time, which is going to be really exciting. And then on my birthday is Collector Mania, so that's a Comic-Con in Birmingham at the NEC. So again, I'll film a bit of that. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I also, apologies, don't know what the sound's going to be like. I was going to pack my Rode mic and completely forgot, so that's, you know, yay. So that's great. But yeah, we'll see how this ends up. So yeah, welcome to London. Look at this! They're so pretty! And this big building here is the BFI IMAX. So this is, I think, the biggest screen in the UK or in London. But this just looks really cool. Oh, look at that! Time to visit my favourite shop, Forbidden Planet! Yay! I was good and I didn't buy anything. It was very tempting, but I did not buy anything. So I guess I'm off now to Leicester Square, to the Cineworld. So this is the first official day for Frightfest. I'm going to put the microphone up a little bit. So this is a half day though, so Frightfest properly starts tomorrow, but technically it starts today. So the full days start tomorrow. It's a half day today. They're only showing 3 films. So you've got The Lair, which is Neil Marshall's new film. So Neil Marshall did Dog Soldiers. The Visitor from the Future, which is apparently based on a French web series. What was the other one? And Croc, which is a crocodile monster movie. So I'm going to try and see if I can see all of them. And yeah, I think the last film, which is Croc, I think that's going to finish quite late. So depending on what time it finishes, you'll either get a review of them here or maybe when I'm back at my accommodation. I don't know yet. But yeah, I will see you in a mo because I'm going to film some of what the cinema is going to look like. Okay, so I am currently at London Waterloo Station. I completely forgot I was going to tell you guys what films I went to see and what I thought of them. I'm probably only going to give like a summary because I only saw one film and I don't want to talk for too long on them, especially because I want to get back to where I'm staying. But I think, so the 3 films that showed was The Lair. That was completely sold out. That makes sense. That's Neil Marshall's new film. It makes complete sense. What was the other one? Croc was the other one. That was completely sold out, which was a shame because I kind of wanted to start Frightfest off with just a silly monster movie, but that was completely sold out. And the one I did get to see was A Visitor from the Future. So this is essentially a time travel film. This is based on a web series, a French web series of the same name. Season 1 is still on YouTube. It's a very low budget thing, but it was really, really popular when it came out, especially in France. So this is the film adaptation. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I really do hope. I know it's got a French release already in cinemas. I think it is in French cinemas already, which, considering its popularity in France when it came out, that makes sense. I really hope that this gets a wide release here too, because it is a really fun film. It is a time travel film. Essentially, there's a guy who time travels to the past, basically tells this woman and her dad, your dad is responsible for the apocalypse, essentially. He ends up, what do you call it, like, what's it called? Greenlighting a very flimsy power plant that unfortunately explodes and wipes out humanity. I'm talking! And this guy essentially goes back in time to say, look, we need to kill him because that's the only way to stop this from happening. And it goes on from there. I'm not actually going to say much else because that is the basic premise, but also I don't really want to spoil anything, and I think if I say more, I think I will end up spoiling it. It was a lot of fun though. It has sort of a very silly sense of humour which really worked, and the audience seemed to enjoy it a lot as well, which is really good. Pardon me. The visual effects are really good. The cinematography is fantastic. And actually, I think what am I trying to say? Like, it's interesting to see the differences between the web series, which is very, very low budget, like extremely low budget, compared to this, which has obviously got a lot more money put behind it, but it still has that sort of I don't want to say low budget film in the best way, like in a good way. It just was really, really fun. It was really funny. The audience were really into it as well. The acting was really good. From everyone, actually. The acting was really good. And you don't really need to see the web series before seeing this. That's the thing. It's an adaptation, but it is like a standalone kind of thing. Like, you don't need to know the source material to watch this. I would still recommend watching the web series just to know like what the web series was and that kind of thing. But you don't need to see this film. But I would really recommend it. I really do hope that it gets a cinematic release over here. So yeah, I think I've also just found the camera viewpoint, because it's always confused me, because I don't know where it is, but I think it's here. So hi. I think it's there, because I'm filming on my phone, because again it's just easier to do it this way, especially when I'm out and about and doing vlogs and stuff. I'm not very good with carrying a camera around and stuff like that, so this is just easier for me. Oh, I got a message. So yeah, I am going to go back home now. Back to my accommodation where I'm staying. I'm going to go get some sleep. Tomorrow I am working, so Frightfest properly starts tomorrow. Today was just a half day, but I am working at Frightfest, like I've already said. I'm a volunteer, and yeah, my volunteer shifts start tomorrow. But I'm going to try and see a couple of films. I think I'm going to try and see the remake of One Cut of the Dead. Again, it's another French film. I think it's a French remake. Ooh, hello baby. Yeah, it's another French film. It's a French remake of One Cut of the Dead, which was a zombie film. It was very meta, and I really, really enjoyed the original as well. That one I would recommend. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can see that one tomorrow. Otherwise, it will just be hanging around and working the shift. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow. So, speaking of time travel, welcome to Sunday. We skipped quite a few days, but to be honest, I've been quite busy with the shifts at the film festival, at Frightfest. I haven't actually been able to see any films yet, but I'm going to try and see a sci-fi film called Control. So it's to do with a woman who is captive in like a facility, and she's told to carry out particular tasks to save her daughter. But the tasks get more and more impossible, and then she discovers she has telekinetic powers. I've mainly just seen sci-fi films, which is interesting. I want to kind of see a horror film as well before the festival ends. But yeah, the 4K showing of Dog Soldiers, I think, is halfway through at the moment, or it's just finished. I'm making my way to the train station now. So yeah, you're probably going to get more footage from Birmingham, to be honest, than this. It's been so busy. So yeah, I'll see you later. There you go. So that's the screen behind me. That's currently the Saw Experience ad. All across there. So, welcome to 24 hours later. The lighting's not great in here, but that's fine. Welcome to 24 hours later. I didn't end up seeing Control. I ended up seeing a film called Wolf Manor instead. So this was by a guy called Dominic Brunt, and it's a British horror comedy. I'm going to come around here. It's a British horror comedy. Basically, a film crew go to film a like gothic hammer horror type vampire film in a manor, and end up bumping into the resident werewolf there. And there you go. That's what it is. honestly, it was fine. I think I'd recommend it if you had nothing else to watch. It was okay. The acting was good enough for what the film was. I'm kind of just pacing around. The acting was good enough for what the film was. It was actually quite funny. So it's very sort of British humour. So if you're into like, oh, here we go. Here's another screen. There you go. If you're into sort of the British humour, like Shaun of the Dead or anything like that, then I think you'll like it. The practical effects and the gore I thought was really good. Like the actual werewolf prosthetics and costume was really good. It looked really, really cool. I think that's the strongest point, to be honest. It did look really good in that sense. But I think the film didn't show enough of it. Like enough of the practical effects and stuff, which was a shame. So someone would get attacked, and just as the werewolf's claw would make contact with the person, it would cut away. It's like, oh, like you need to. You're a horror film. You're a gory horror film at a film festival. It's okay to show that stuff, but I did enjoy it. It's not one I'd watch again, but it was fun to watch with the Frightfest audience and with the cast as well, because they were sitting in the row in front of me. So it was quite nice to watch it with them. There you go. There's another one. It's Chucky. I like this one. This one's cool. There you go. I like that item. That one's cool with the blood dripping down. But yeah, I haven't actually seen that many films because I've had quite long shifts. I've also actually just been getting in earlier to work because, pardon me, I just quite like working at this festival. It's a really nice atmosphere. It's really, really fun. Everyone's really nice. I probably shouldn't have filmed this part in the cinema because it's quite noisy, but you know what? Oh well. And apparently yesterday, because one of the sponsors is Saw Experience, which is the escape rooms coming to London, they had the screen accurate Billy the Puppet on Saturday, and I completely missed it. I was so annoyed. I was so annoyed. I ended up sleeping in because I was quite tired and missed it. So there you go. But yeah, it was the exact same one that they use in the films, in the Saw films. That would have been really cool. I did see, because this morning there was a Chucky documentary called Living with Chucky, and someone did bring in the film accurate or the film prop of the Chucky doll, which I did see, so that was really cool. Didn't get a photo unfortunately, but yeah, did see that one, which is awesome. But yeah, so today I'm going to try and catch the closing film, which is... There you go. So, let me get the microphone back up. So that's the closing film. I'm also going to try and see Burial and Barbarian. So Burial is a World War II film. Basically, the idea is that I think it's Russian soldiers are transporting Hitler's dead body back to Moscow, and they get attacked by something on the way. Barbarian is an interesting one where I don't really know anything about it. The trailer doesn't actually reveal too much, which I think is good, but it does have Bill Skarsgård and Justin Long. And Justin Long is one of my favourite actors. So I don't know which one. I'm either going to see both or one or the other, but I'm not sure yet. So it'll be out of those two. And then the closing film, which is Full, which I do want to see with the Frightfest crowd. It comes out next week, but I want to see it with the Frightfest crowd because I think it's just a different atmosphere. And everyone knows what we're going into. Like, they always know what film you're going into and what to expect. So I think it'll be just quite a nice experience. So, yeah. I will do a short little review on whatever film I do see today, and then I think the next time you'll see this I'll be on the train to Birmingham. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Okay, so Frightfest is now done. It's flown by. So I only saw two films today. So it was either going to be Barbarian or Burial. I ended up seeing Burial because Barbarian is going to get a wider release. I think it's getting a streaming release later in the year. So I was like, okay, well, I'd rather watch Burial. Burial is to do with a group of Russian soldiers at the end of World War II are tasked with basically escorting Hitler's dead body back to Moscow, but they get basically invaded by a group of soldiers or creatures. It was good. So, okay, I'm going to say that I left halfway through, but there's a difference between, you know, a film being good and a film just not being your type of thing. And for me, Burial was the latter. So everything about it was really good. The cinematography was really, really good, and the visuals were really cool as well. Sorry if you could hear that whistle. And the visuals were really cool too. The acting was fantastic, but for me, I wasn't expecting... Stop whistling. I wasn't expecting like a slow burn film, and it is a really slow burn film. It really takes its time to get through the plot, which is fine. It works for what that plot is, but for me, it just wasn't what I was expecting. That doesn't mean it's bad. It just means, you know, I went in with a particular mindset and didn't get that. So that's one that I am gonna, you know, rewatch at a later date at some point when I'm in the mood for... Oh, we're moving. When I'm in the mood for a slow burn film. The closing film, however, was fantastic. So this was a film called Fall, Fall, and is about two girls who are rock climbers, and one of the girl's friends convinces the other one to climb up a 2,000-foot abandoned radio tower. They get to the top and the ladder completely breaks off. That's your plot. That's the film. Watching it on the IMAX screen was... Oops. He spoke for a very long time. So the film was fantastic, but oh my god, seeing it on the IMAX screen was a horrific experience. Like, I'm not afraid of heights, but I don't really like people doing stupid things without safety measures. So this film was, especially the cinematography, was hugely influenced by... Oh my god, there's more talking. I'm just going to talk over. Was hugely influenced by the documentary Free Solo, about the free rock climber, which is on Disney Plus. I would highly recommend it, but I wouldn't recommend it if you don't like heights. Really wouldn't recommend it if you don't like heights. But it's a fantastic documentary, and a lot of the visuals and even the concept was actually largely inspired by that. And just watching Fall, like, you can tell there's a lot of sort of drop down shots of the top of the tower down below to the ground below, 2,000 feet down. And it's horrific, but if you're okay with that kind of cinematography, I would really recommend it, because oh my god, it's so tense. It's so tense. But I think also actually the music is really good, so the score, because the score is mainly piano music, but it sort of, it feels very like floaty, which goes really well with the visuals of these two girls really high up in the sky. There was I'm not going to spoil it, but there was a certain moment near the end where I was like, okay, that's weird, but unfortunately I can't spoil it. I think by the time this vlog comes out, it will be out in cinemas, because it's going to be out in cinemas the 2nd of September. So yeah, this is getting a wide release, but I wanted to watch it with the Frightfest crowd. Just because everyone got into it. We all know what we're getting ourselves into, and even then, most of the time, I was looking behind my hands, like the amount of times I was covering my face with my hands and just going like, no, no, no. But it's a fantastic film, just very, very tense. And if you don't like heights, I will say maybe avoid it, because I don't think you'll like it. But yeah, a really good film to sort of close Frightfest on. But yeah, that is Frightfest for this year. It's gone by so quickly. It's flown by, it's ridiculous. But yeah, so I'm on the train back to my accommodation now, and the next time that I will be filming will be tomorrow, I think tomorrow afternoon, when I will be going up to Birmingham. So yeah, good night guys, see you tomorrow. I have a very long wait. I have a very long wait. I have a very long wait. And I have a headache. But welcome to London Euston, where Birmingham is my next stop. Frightfest is done. It flew by. Next stop is Birmingham New Street. So, I guess 20 minutes later and we're off. I've left London Euston. I'll be in Birmingham New Street in about 2 hours. So, yeah. I'm gonna have a sleep. I'm very tired. And yeah, I guess see you guys in 2 hours. So, hello and welcome to Birmingham. My hair looks awful, but I guess, you know, I was sleeping on my rucksack most of the journey. Actually, I pretty much did sleep all of the train journey. It was a very long journey. But we're here in Birmingham, so this is Birmingham New Street. I'm just going to book into my hotel, which is just outside the station. And yeah, then I'll go meet my friend. So there's a bit of a palaver getting in, because they led me up a whole flight of stairs to get to check-in. But here's my room. So let me turn this around. So look at this. This is huge. Let me go back. I think this is the biggest hotel room I've actually got before. There you go, down here. I apologise if it's a bit echoey. I don't know if they knew I was disabled or not, but I have a disabled bathroom from the looks of things. Where's the light? Is that it? So I figured it out. I have to put my card into that thing, and I didn't. But yeah, I don't know if they knew I didn't mention I was disabled, but yeah, they gave me a disability bathroom from the looks of it, which is quite nice. Oh, purple lighting, look at that. Very fancy. I wonder if my room in October is going to be like this for Comic-Con. Very nice. I like this here. This is nice. Oh, look at the view. There's the ball ring. Don't know if it's going to focus. Probably not, because the curtain's in the way. Yay. Pardon me. So yeah, I've got the ball ring centre there. And then the city of Birmingham. So, yeah, the really nice room. I'm probably going to have a sleep, to be honest. I'm absolutely wrecked. And then I'm going to have a shower and have a wander round. So, yeah.
Hello! How are you?
Shake your hand in
I had to film, so.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. You did warn me as well.
Yeah, it did. I wanted to make sure. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. So I was like, is it good? I was like, oh, I don't know.
I know.
I've been vlogging Frightfest as well. Literally, this morning I was in Leicester Square the festival, and then had to go straight to here. I was like,
Oh my god.
I I literally checked in first.
I don't
So I
blame
do
you.
apologise for that.
No need to apologize.
So, hello. Oh my god, my voice sounds horrible. So, it's the 1st of September. As you can see, I'm back home. Yeah, I was supposed to be back until the 5th of September. But guess who tested positive for the virus? So, it's the 1st of September, so yesterday morning I woke up with a headache, which I didn't really think much of because my hotel room was really warm. I tend to get headaches when I'm in a warm room, so I didn't think much of it. I let DolphinTreasureArt know, look, I've got a headache, I'm going to try and sleep it off and see what happens. And then I think it got to about lunchtime that my body started aching, especially my legs. I started getting really drained. My throat was absolutely killing me. I was coughing quite a lot and I just knew. So I was like, oh no, here we go. So I took a test and yeah, positive. Every other day, because I've been taking them daily while I've been in London, and even on the 30th I took, on the 31st and the 30th I took them, so every day I've been taking the test and it's come up negative. And the time that I get to meet my American friend for the first time and I get a positive. So Mum came to pick me up last night. I got back home at about 10 o'clock last night, and this is going to be my home for the next 5 days, or until I'm, 5 days, and then once I get a negative test. So yeah, so I've got to self-isolate for 5 days, then wait for a negative test after that. So yeah, but my throat really hurts. I'm not coughing as much today, but I still feel really achy, especially around like my temples and my head, the top of my head. My legs still feel achy. I feel like I've run a marathon. Yeah, I just feel like I want to sleep constantly, even though I've just woken up. But yeah, so this wasn't really how I wanted to end the vlog, and even on my birthday on the 3rd I was going to go to Birmingham Collectomania, which is a convention, and film some stuff there. And we were going to go to the aquarium yesterday. She went, but I didn't. So when DolphinTreasureArt puts her vlog up, I'm going to put that in the description below. And yeah, because she'll have some footage from the Sea Life Centre. So yeah, it didn't really go according to plan by the end. Oh well, these things happen. But she did get me some birthday presents, so I can show you that. Okay, there we go, my microphone's in. God, I'm really not with it at the moment. So the first thing she got me was a little mug. There you go. So she's from Chicago. Well, she lives in Chicago. How cute is that? It's so tiny as well. Little cup. It's very, very cute. It's really cool too. So there you go. Trying to show you all of it. So that was one. And then the other thing she got me, so she is an artist as well. So she does a lot of Jacksepticeye artwork. So she got me a couple of her prints. So here's the first one, which is of Dr. Schneepelstein, which I've always liked this one. Like, it's always been one of my favourites. It's really cute and wholesome. The other two are horror ones. So the next one is, let's move that one away. Look at this. It's so cool. It's Jacksepticeye and Auntie. It sticks together. It's so cool. I like the detailing as well. And then the other one is an antiseptic one, so I'm just gonna give you guys a couple of seconds because there's a gore warning. Okay, look at this. I mean, he seems pretty happy. He's showing us his insides. See, he's beautiful on the inside as well. See? But this one's really cool as well. I really like this one too. Look at that. So yeah. But I'll have to get some frames for that and find a place to put them. Maybe they can go on in my background, my video background. Yeah, I'll have to find some spacing for them. But yeah. Thank you, DolphinTreasureArt. I really appreciate it. I love them. Where's the mug? There's the mug. It's really cute. Cute mug. Yay! But yeah, so thank you, DolphinTreasureArt, for my gifts. I really like them. And I'm sorry that my visit was cut short, but it was nice to have met you on the 30th. Even if it was really short. But yeah, this is going to be my home for the next 5 days, so I've got to stay in here. So yeah. Yay!